Wudda. Here we go again, back with some more Mystery Case Files, Ravenhearst. We last left off on entry number 6. Poor carpenter died working on Chuck's house, and Chuck was over here using his death to try to guilt Emma into marrying him. Which is downright dirty in my opinion. But maybe that's just how they spoke back then. Alright, so let's move on. Let's go look for some more stuff. Gonna close the diary and go looking for entry for the next entry. Alright. Starting the entry of the home. We're looking for harp, shears. The shears, I remember the rest of the shears up here. Shovel. Don't remember the shovel. Sorry. Don't remember the shovel. Remember a stake. Did we look for a stake? Nope. Valve, I remember, was down here. A cassette recorder. Tomatoes over here. A bamboo steamer. I need a bamboo steamer, actually. Steamer, not steamer. I need a bamboo steamer, actually. There it is. A wrench, shovel, harp, and a cassette recorder. There's a shovel. Harp and a wrench. There's the wrench. Is it gonna be like a big harp? And I'm just like, I can only see like the edge of it? Or is it gonna be like a little harp? I can see all of it. Hard to tell. Keep looking up in this area. I have a feeling it's up here for some reason. Or something up here is drawing my attention to it. Saying, hey, no. Yeah, see, that's a lyre. That's not a harp. That's a lyre. Anyway, to the kitchen. We're looking for a camera, a pine cone, a paintbrush, staple gun, broom head, clamp, horn, and shears. There's the broom head. There's a horn. There's the pine cone. There's a camera. Staple gun. Paintbrush, clamp, and shears. There's a paintbrush. What kind of clamp? I don't know how many of my Mystery Case File Let's Plays you've watched, but I have, for a long time, had a hankering for some pineapple and some fruit. And I am glad to let you know today that for lunch, I had me some fruit. And it was delicious. Had some cantaloupe, some pineapple, some honeydew melon, and some grapes. It was delicious. And I was thoroughly satisfied. Yes, I was. I ate it along with some, with a ham and Swiss cheese sandwich from the local grocer's deli. And I must say, it was also very satisfying. I had a hearty lunch, I did. And then I ruined it with some Funyuns. And Twizzlers. Yes, I am a fat kid. Don't hate, just congratulate. Alright, so we got all that. Let's go over to the music room. Uh-oh. Organ works, huh? And it plays by itself. Minor chords only. And minor sustained chords. Awesome. Anyway, balance, umbrella, plunger, lipstick. Lipstick, huh? Yeah, I was about to say, I remember seeing lipstick. Owl, grapes, mothball, folding ruler. There's that. Mothball. Y'all want me to find... Is that the moth? That's an egg. A mothball. Really? That wasn't That was not a mothball. Like, for real. That, y'all are wrong for that. That's not a mothball. That was a moth with a freaking marble on it. Anyway, balance, umbrella, plunger, owl grapes. Yeah. So, I'm trying to lose weight, and it's not a hard thing to do, contrary to what everybody believes. It's really not a hard thing to do in and of itself. It takes self-control. If you have self-control and willpower, you can do just about anything. And I proved this to myself, or for myself, to those around me when I quit smoking. I mean, I smoked for, geez, what, 12, 13 years? I mean, at times more than a pack a day. And I tried quitting before. I had some gastronal internal issues, and I had to quit smoking during my medication regimen. And I did, successfully. I mean, I didn't smoke while I was on my medication, but a week after I got done with that regimen and everything was good to go, it's at a friend's house. We were having a couple drinks, and sure enough, I started smoking again. And that led to me continuing to smoke. So I didn't really count that as quitting, because it was only like a month and a half that I quit. But I told people who said, well, if it was all a matter of willpower, why didn't you quit then? And my response was, I didn't want to. I wanted to smoke. A little over a year ago, unfortunately, very close friend, I considered him a brother, he passed away in a very unfortunate circumstance. But went through about a week of had a hassle of getting things together and getting him buried. But once all that was said and done, I don't know what it was, but something about that was like, it made me not want to smoke anymore. And I didn't want to. And so I was like, all right, I'm going to quit smoking after this week. And I was like, I need something to replace the habit, because I would work and I would take a break to go outside and smoke. So I bought an e-cig, or not an e-cig, I went and bought a vape mod and tank, and I started researching it and made a whole big deal out of it. And I would use that and go outside. I'd work and I'd go outside and I'd vape. And I found that it made me cough, and I didn't like it. And I found that figured out how to make e-juice. And I started making e-juice without nicotine, and that's how I found out that it was the nicotine that was making me cough every time I vaped. And so only 2 weeks of vaping, I stopped vaping nicotine. I went from smoking to vaping with like 12 milligrams of nicotine in my e-juice to 0 milligrams of nicotine in my e-juice. And it has been, let's see, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. It has been a year and a half since I've had a cigarette, and I don't have urges. The smell of cigarettes sicken me. And it's not really a struggle at this point. And that just, and I'm not going to say it holds true for everyone, because everyone's different. But for me, it was just a matter of, I wanted to quit, and I did. I don't want to smoke. And I feel that to be the same way with losing weight. There's no such, well, I'm not going to say there's no such thing as bad food and good food, but everything's fine in moderation, minus, things that, like if you have a peanut allergy, obviously you're not going to eat peanuts, because that's going to kill you. But like the fruit thing, yeah, I can eat healthy, but if I sit here and eat fruit all day, every day, nonstop, I'm going to keep getting fatter, because that's too much. There's a lot of sugar in fruit. So eating it in moderation, eating sandwiches in moderation, hell, even eating candy in moderation is fine. It's having the willpower to stop eating, having the willpower and determination to go, I'm only going to eat this amount of calories a day, this amount of sodium, this amount of fat, this amount of carbs, and to sit there and figure all that out and then stick to it. For me particularly, that's hard, because unfortunately I still like to eat. I like to eat things because they're tasty. not necessarily because I'm hungry. And for me to lose weight, I have to get out of that mentality, and I have to just straight up stop wanting to eat. So that's where that willpower is going to need to come in. I'm going to have to stop wanting food. So that's what's going to be hard for me, because I like food. And I think how I'm gonna go about that is the whole moderation thing. If I want something that I know is gonna go over a limit that I need to not go over, I'm gonna have to break that portion down and tell myself, you can't have any more after this. So if I want a cheeseburger, I'm gonna need to exercise that cheeseburger off, and then I'm gonna have to, drink water and eat some stuff that doesn't have natural fattening things in it that the cheeseburger had. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll let you know if it's successful or not. I've dieted before. I've done the whole diet thing. I've lost a lot of weight before, not nearly as much as I need to now, unfortunately. But and I do blame work. I gained a lot of weight because I started working in the evening, with my shift either being 2 to 11 or 4 to 1 a.m. And what happens is I work off my lunch, and I eat snacks at work so I don't feel like I'm about to pass out. Don't take a lunch, but then I come home at 11 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the morning, and then I eat and then lay down and go to sleep. So doing that all summer long, I've gained a substantial amount of weight, which sucks because it's like my body is killing me because I do all this exercising at work. But unfortunately for me, I eat and lay down. So hopefully I'll get my day shift back, go back to 9 to 6 and start eating properly and not before bed. And I can tell you this, this time of year, it's November, coming up on Thanksgiving and Christmas, not a good time for me to start dieting, because we cook such delicious food. Oh, I'm like Homer seeing donuts, thinking about food. I'm the key? So if I'm the key, then why do you keep telling me to find the keys? I know where myself is. I just told all the viewers I know myself pretty well. So I don't have to go on some soul-searching journey. I know where I am. I'm looking for a wishbone and a lion. I've been jabbering on like a monkey in a tray. And sometimes we just sit out and wait for the stars. A lion and a wishbone. Talking about turkeys. Keep looking at the compass. Compass is not a wishbone. It's in the shape of it. Or am I looking for the little dog? Anybody else watch that show? PBS show? There's a lion. Wishbone? No. Alright. Can't remember what kind of dog he was. Jack Russell? Was it that? No. Yeah. Was Wishbone a Jack Russell? I don't remember. Okay. No puzzles this time, Bob? Alright. That's fine. Someone's in the tower. Horseshoe and a caterpillar and a soul deer. A soul deer? A soul deer? I know it says soldier. Don't lose your head. Bear claw, box knife, orange slice. What up, orange slice? Vice grips. Right there. A train. Chugga 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 chugga. Toot toot. If anybody's ever seen Major Payne, that's where that came from. Soldiers. Bear claw, box knife, orange slice. I'm finding the pages. Quit nagging me. Jiminy Jillikers. Looks more like an orange fruity caterpillar. That's the little gummy orange slice things. They're called orange fruities. Deliciousness. I like those two. I haven't had any in a while. It's probably a good thing. 'Cause that's gummified or jellified sugar covered in sugar with sugary orange flavor. Box knife, bear claw, caterpillar. Alright, there's a box knife. I only need one more, so either the caterpillar or the bear claw. Yeah, I was about to talk about the pastry bear claw, and sure enough, that's what it was. Uh-oh. What's going on with Emma? She's got a hand on her mouth. Looks like she's about to eat her fingers. Maybe we need to have a... What? Oh, it's the back of her head. No. It's up here. Yep. What is she reading? Oh, did she get a letter from home? Some bad news, maybe? That might be the case. Or is this here? I think it's here. Yeah. It's a face of concern. I know that much. I know concern when I see it. Is this? What? There we go. There's her eating her fingers. That's her giraffe neck. I'm sorry, her neck. Don't be mean. That's her blouse. This is the lamp. Yeah. Nope. Yeah? No. That goes there. It does. Yeah. This is her hand. There we go. Alright. Is that the back of the chair? It looks like it is. No, that looks like it goes over here. I'm quite sure it does. Thank you. And that goes there. Yep. There's the middle of the headpiece. Oh, there we go. There's the other side of the lamp. The rest of her blouse. Head. She is postured up on this chair, y'all. You know, they were all big on posture and such, but yet the chairs they made were not good. Come on. Were not good for their posture at all. You'd think if posture was a problem, we would build chairs to make us sit posturally correct. Yes, I said posturally correct. And I meant it to. Alright, so let's see. Entry number 7, May 23rd. News from home. I was right. I received an unfortunate letter from home. My father is ill. Mother did not write of the details, but she requested that I return to Iowa as quickly as reasonably possible. My sadness and apprehension threaten to overwhelm me, but I am doing blah. Alright, I tried, y'all. Alright, news from home. Oh god, excuse me. Alright, I received an unfortunate letter from home. My father is ill. Mother did not write of the details, but she requested that I return to Iowa as quickly as reasonably possible. My sadness and apprehension threaten to overwhelm me, but I am doing my best to keep that darkness at bay for now. I will speak with the headmistress before I make arrangements for travel. I must also inform Charles that I will be taking leave of England for a spell, if not for good. It will sadden me a great deal to leave my new friends behind, but I'm quite frantic with concern for my father. It seems that unlucky events have been surrounding me as of late. Hey girl, I mean, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. If, family comes first, I'm just saying. Or anyway, this is turning out to be a sad story. I kind of knew it would. Well, I've played all these, but anyway. Next time we'll be searching for entry number 8. See what goes on with Emma's daddy. All right, until then, deuces gooses.